Welcome to our video. Today we will learn about solutions in osmosis by making artificial cells, also known as Traube cells. These chemical cells mimic plant cells as they expand and grow taller. Let's look at the process.
The two chemicals we will be using are cupric sulfate and potassium ferrocyanide.
Cupric sulfate is made up of copper and sulfate, and potassium ferrocyanide is made up of potassium and ferrocyanide. Both of these chemicals dissolve in water, meaning that they break apart when mixed with water. They stay evenly spread out through the mixture, making it a homogeneous solution.
For this experiment, we added potassium ferrocyanide into a container of water. Once it was completely dissolved, we added a few crystals of cupric sulfate and the cells began to form.
When potassium ferrocyanide and cupric sulfate are mixed in water, a reaction only occurs between the ferrocyanide and the copper. The ferrocyanide and copper bond to make copper ferrocyanide, which is what makes the brown cells. Being spectator ions, the potassium and sulfate play no part in the reaction.
The membrane of copper ferrocyanide is semi-permeable, meaning that water can pass through it. Because the cupric sulfate keeps dissolving inside of the cell, the water on the inside of the membrane contains a lot of ions. The outside water is drawn to these ions, so it passes through the membrane. This process is called osmosis. The pressure inside of the copper ferrocyanide cells gets higher because the water passes through the membrane. That's why it's called osmotic pressure. The osmosis occurring fills the cells with water, raising the pressure until the cells burst.
Think about someone blowing up a balloon. The more air in the balloon, the bigger it gets. It's the same for the cells. But if you put too much air in a balloon, it pops. If you put too much water in the cells, they will burst too. But something really cool is happening here. Each time a cell bursts, a new cell is formed, which then bursts again, forming a new cell, bursting again, and so on and so forth. This is what makes those growing spires.
The reaction ends when all of the ferrocyanide or copper has been used up.
Let's watch it again! Here we're mixing the potassium ferrocyanide in the water to make this solution. Now we're dropping in the cupric sulfate crystals, and you can tell that the reaction has already started. Over the course of the reaction, the spires will slowly form, but it takes a long time. Thanks for watching!